Alright, what's going on everyone? In this video I'm going to break down how we're using AI to find leads for our clients' outbound campaigns when it comes to email and LinkedIn outreach. So basically, the classic way that everyone's always done it, the go to Apollo and just do an industry company search, put some filters in, scrape that list out with like an Apollo scraper, and then just deal with those leads a little bit and then put that in instantly, or whatever email software you're using. That is not the way to do it anymore. And so what I've actually been doing and what I've been implementing for my clients right now is using a platform called clay.com. You've probably heard of it. I've got a ton of videos about it, but actually using this AI co-pilot feature that is now integrated into Clay that is just ridiculous. So basically it's something called Sculptor. And what I've done is, for example, I've got one of my clients right here. It targets B2B manufacturers, specifically like converters. So it's like people that, it's a very niche industry, and usually for niche industries, it's very hard to just go to Apollo or go to some database and find those companies. So what you do is you use Clay's multi-layered database, run an AI-assisted search using its own integrated AI to essentially find the exact companies that you're looking for. So I went to Perplexity, is what I actually did. Perplexity.ai is what I went to. So I'll just show you guys. Basically, I went to Perplexity AI, did some mapping on his TAM, on all the things that make his service good for all these manufacturers. So essentially all of this, the context surrounding his service, who his ICP could be, and then basically what I did, I also did like his lookalike clients to get more understanding of his TAM, who he's already worked with. Then basically just put this into Sculptor. So find B2B manufacturing companies in the United States and Canada that are likely to be material converters and would score 5 or higher out of 10 for this ICP. They make components or materials used inside of the company's products. Bonus if they convert processed tapes, foams, films, gaskets, insulators. So very granular detail. And I thought, let's actually test to see what the AI does. And what it did is actually ridiculous. So it gave me 15,000 companies. And then from those 15,000 companies, it's now letting me even do further research and further analysis. So like we can do ICP scoring, pattern identification, segment analysis of company size, geography, specific things that make further ICP scoring that make. It's just ridiculous. I can't even explain how effective this is, because all this at least had to be done at least with Apollo, and then you put a list into Clay, then you run enrichments manually. But this is you can just do all of this in Clay, which is insane. You can just prompt it to do this stuff. So I created a scoring guide. So 5 out of 10 or more goes into our email campaigns for our client, and 9 out of 10 or more goes into our LinkedIn outreach campaign, because it's a more of a high quality outreach approach. And then what it did is it analyzed all these 16,000 companies, and it did essentially, it found 500 to 800 companies that were exact fits for his lookalike clients and his ICP, and it found for the strong tier, 7 or 8, it found like 2,000, 3,000 companies, and then like look what it did. It's like across 15,000 companies, we identified a clear hierarchy of material converter prospects. The data set breaks down small, medium, large. Like it's just ridiculous what this can do. Like, so it's got a full breakdown of like the scores out of 10. Like this is the stuff that you need to be using AI for nowadays, or you're just going to be left behind. Like genuinely, people use that as like a fear-mongering marketing tactic, but genuinely the amount of time you can save while this is actually 10 times more effective than whatever you would do if you were doing it manually, it's just a no-brainer. So elite converter prospects, all the people that have found that were 10 out of 10, strong converter patterns, ICP score of 7 or 9 out of 10. It's got all the information about geography, outreach priority. It even gives you stuff about how to run outreach. So like we have our own strategies, but if you're absolutely clueless, you can even use this to like come up with angles and all this stuff. Tier 1, so those would be the people for LinkedIn, the tier 2, tier 3. And like this is just ridiculous, because you can do this for any niche. Like it doesn't really matter what you're selling. Go to Perplexity, make an ICP scoring list, or get your TAM, and which TAM is best targetable right now in 2026. Find those people in a Clay company search. So all you literally do is you come into Clay. Let me show you guys how to do it. You should just go find leads. You click on companies. And then all you do is come into Sculptor. Instead of touching anything, you don't even touch anything. Like I'll just show you guys an example of what you can do. So let me go to this exact guy's, one of my clients that I had. Let's go to him. One second. If we just go to the bottom and go to his ICP, Actually, let me just pick anything. Let me just pick anything. So, find marketing agencies that sell services to e-commerce brands. 1 out of 10 employees. Like, let's just have a look at this. We're looking for e-com marketing agencies as an example. It's going to sit here, it's just going to analyze it. Now, you can do this for anything. That's what's crazy about this. Just let it load. Hopefully it just loads. But because obviously I'm just yapping about like this, what this actually does. But where it's actually useful and benefiting your business is you are essentially making the process from lead sourcing to everything up until putting the leads into instantly and just sending. You're making that so much more AI assisted, automated, versus all of just the annoying stuff you have to do when you do things manually. And this is going to get you seriously high intent data, because you're not going to be able to manually search through each of these leads, but Clay's own database and its own integrated AI can look into it and just give you the best fits. So it creates a search, and then you can do further analysis on the search. And yeah, just start using this. You just get Clay, to be honest. It is more expensive, but nowadays, like if you don't buy the more expensive softwares, you're just going to fall behind. So buy the softwares and buy my service if you want a lot of appointments. Cheers.